What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Spanko, and I'm super excited today because arguably the best structure deck of all time is coming out today. We got the brand new Blue Eyes White Destiny structure deck. This deck is absolutely insane. I'm going to be doing an opening for you guys real quick. I won't go super in depth with it because I'm going to be doing a $30 deck profile. All you need is 3 of these structure decks, and it's actually really competitive. The fact that you get so many hand traps in the structure is insane. Let's see if we can pull some QCRs. But if you guys enjoy videos like this one, make sure to like and subscribe. And with that being said, let's get right into it, guys. Oh, what a beautiful... I like how compact it is. I just want to say that. Shout out Konami for saving the turtles. But this structure deck is absolutely insane. The reason they say it's arguably one of the best of all time is because of all the staples you get in it. Hold up. All right, I don't want to reveal that just yet. There's like a lot of cardboard in here though. I guess it's good to keep this. I feel like I'm gonna damage the cards. We'll cut this out. Literally, I can't get it out. All right, so now first things first, QCR, baby. Let's go. Okay, it's just a secret. I made it in the white. So apparently it's actually really hard to get these QCRs. I think it's like 1 per 12 structures. So we have 3 to open. We'll see if we get 1 QCR from the 3. I'm only going to be opening 1 for you guys today. This card is actually really good. Going second, I'm pretty sure it's just skills drains or negates the entire field when you summon it. 4,000 attack is absolutely insane on this as well. So it's the Indigo Eyes. Spirit with Eyes of Blue, I should say. This card is absolutely insane. So it gets you to the field spell. It's a Link 1. Anytime you put a Link 1 in a deck, it's crazy, right? 1 Maiden of White. This card by itself actually broke the entire deck. So you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard, and then you can place a True Light from your deck or graveyard face up to your spell and trap card zone. So this card is absolutely insane, of course. Ooh, we got the Wishes for Eyes of Blue. This is one of the QCR candidates as well. This would be a really nice QCR. So you discard a card, add a level 1 Light Tuner and 1 spell or trap card that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon. So it's crazy. It's like what's the other card? The discards one, you add 2 dragons. Melody. Thank you, cameraman. Melody. It's like Melody, but it's searchable because it's a Blue Eyes card. It's absolutely insane. 1 Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. This is a negate now for the deck. It's a level 12 that you can make. You can also tag this. When you're doing 3 structures, you're not playing Crimson Dragon, but you can Crimson Dragon to this, of course. You can also tag into it through Spirit, I'm pretty sure. The original Spirit. And then you can also just hard make this, which is absolutely insane. 1 Neo Kaiser Seahorse. This is a tuner level 4 for you. This is actually a really good card. It helps you get into the big guy over here as well. 1 Roar. So this is one of the newer cards. 1 Majesty, but then I really want to show you what the good cards in here are. So okay, so we got Blue Eyes, of course, 3 different artworks, very nice. Alternative, Jet, like everything you can imagine is in here. Spirit, Chaos Max, you got the stones in here. Sage is a really good reprint. You get 3 stages in 1 structure deck. Is insane, actually. What? Master, but yo, you get Nib, Ash, Veiler, you get 2 Veilers, Chaos Form. You got Ultimate Fusion. I like that they put multiples. You got Mausoleum of White. This is actually a really good card. You get Trade in here as well. True Light over here. And then Imperm. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hand traps in a single structure deck. So with 3 of them, you're going to have 15 hand traps. Well, of course, you're not going to be playing... You're going to be playing 3 of each, essentially. And then you get the Synchros. And you even get a Seals. Like, that's insane. This is just a generic Dragon card. So that's really good. That's it for the structure, though. I know I kind of went through some of the cards quickly. I'll go through them more in depth with this deck profile real quick. So let's open them up. Actually, you know what? Before we do the deck profile, let's open them up and see if we can pull QCR. QCR, baby, QCR. And. Okay, not a QCR. Let's see if we can hit 1. All right, I'm gonna open these up into the deck profile for you guys.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, so let's get right into the profile here, okay? Sorry for no sleeves. I literally just put it together and I'm just going to be showing it to you guys, but no sleeves. Sleeve it up if you guys are on locals. 3 Maiden of White, one of the best cards in the deck, of course. So you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard. You can place a True Light from your deck to your side of the field. Places it face up, which is really nice. The other thing that this does is if it's in the graveyard, you can special summon it when you special summon a Blue Eyes, essentially, right? So it's an extender for you. It's a level 1 tuner for you, and that's really important to get to your extra deck as well. So this card is absolutely insane. I'll show you... Okay, a lot of these cards that I'm about to show you are pretty much 1-card combos. Wishes for the Eyes of Blue is also a 1-card combo. It's more 1.5 because you have to discard a card, but you discard a card, add a level 1 Light Tuner and a spell or trap card. The graveyard effect is really good as well because it lets you equip 1 monster from your extra deck essentially to a Blue Eyes, and I'll show you what that card is in a second. Actually, I'll just show it to you now because why not? You're always going to just be equipping this guy, so it's just really nice in that sense as a graveyard effect. But the main effect you want to use it for, of course, that's really important, is to add cards. 3 Sage, we all know how powerful Sage is. Sage also works with this because if this card is targeted, you can also use its effect. So if you just normal summon this and then Sage it, then you're going to activate this and resolve it regardless. So that's why it's really good with Sage, and it searches Veiler, actually, funny enough, which is crazy as well, Sage. But this card does so much for you. It's one of the older Blue Eyes cards. This is another new card though, 3 Aurora of the Blue Eyes. So Aurora of the Blue Eyes is pretty much E-Telly for the deck. You can special summon in defense position a Blue Eyes monster, but if you don't control a Blue Eyes White Dragon, then it has to be specifically Blue Eyes White Dragon. Graveyard effect is a fusion effect as well that comes up here and there. It's not as important, but just the fact that it's an extender for you is absolutely insane. Then we're playing 2 Blue Eyes. We're not playing 3 in this build. There's another build where you can play a bunch more level 8 monsters with trade and whatnot. I chose not to go that build. I think this build is a lot more synchro heavy and a little bit more combo heavy, so I'm only playing the 2 Blue Eyes. You're always going to be able to recur this anyways. 1 stone just to get you to there. 1 Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. I think this card's insane. Once you get it in rotation, it's crazy. 1 Master's a pretty good card. I think it's just a really decent one of. Honestly, you could argue to cut this for an alternative dragon, but I just chose to play this because I think this card, when it comes up, is really, really powerful. Then I'm playing 3 Dictator of D. So this card is essentially Magician Souls for the deck. You can send a Blue Eyes from your deck to the graveyard, special summon it. He's just a body for you, which is really nice. It gets you into your link plays. He gets you into this guy, which is really nice, without having to use your normal summon. And then on top of that, he's an extra body for you if you need it for synchro plays as well. Then I'm playing a card that I'm apparently told a lot of people hate, but I actually really like this card. So Neo Kaiser Seahorse. And this card is really cool. It's a 1-card combo on its own. I'm not really sure in a $30 structure deck where you're playing 3 of them, why people are not playing this. Like maxing out on your 1-card combos is just, I think, the most ideal. So I like to play this card, and I'll show you guys the 1-card combo at the end of the video, but you can essentially combo with all of these, but I feel like I'm going to show this one off because this one is one that people might not know, and I think this card is really good. So I'll show that off. 1.5 card, honestly, kind of combo. But then we're playing Ultimate Fusion, important card. 1 Mausoleum, important card. 1 of Your Majesty. A lot of the time, you're going to want to try to end on this. It's kind of a disruption on your opponent's turn. Funny enough, it doesn't play into talents or anything because it's a trap, right? It just pops cards. And then 1 True Light, which you're always going to be placing off of your Maiden over here, which is really nice. So that's the Blue Eyes core stuff. I think this is all you're going to need. It's a pretty heavy core, but you can get away with it in this deck because you have so much non-engine that this structure deck provides you. And for the non-engine, we're playing 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, 3 Nib. You can imagine why we're playing all of these. 3 Veiler and 1 Called By. For the meta, this is just insane. Like, these are some of the best hand traps you'll ever find in the game's history, but especially in today's format. Imperm Nib is such a crazy combo when you have these 2 together. It's going to break so many different boards or stop your opponent from making boards. Veiler, of course, is really good. Just in general, you're not going to never play these, right? So I like maxing out on them. What the Called By is really good as well. So that's it for the 40 card main deck. For the extra deck, we are playing 3 of the brand new Spirit with Eyes of Blue. Some people play 2. I actually personally really like 3. It's just a level 4 lower dragon or spellcaster monster, so pretty much anything in your main deck does it. Essentially, when this card is summoned, you get to add a Mausoleum of White, which is important for your combos, and then the other effect is he tributes himself to special summon of Blue Eyes. So this is part of like a 1-card combo that I'll show you guys as well, which is really nice. 2 of the brand new Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. This is your negate. You only play 2 because you can kind of cheat into him, so you're playing 3 Spirit. Spirit in itself is just actually an insane card, but you can also cheat into him with your Spirit, which is really nice as well. And it's a little bit harder to make, so I didn't want to max out on this guy. Maxing out on Spirit, I think, is a little bit more, it makes a lot more sense to max out on this guy. 1 Azure Eyes. This card comes up here and there. 1 of the Neo. This is what you're equipping off of the spell, the wishes. 1 of the Twin Burst. Twin Burst comes up in the battle phase just to kind of help you OTK, especially with Ultimate Fusion because it's a quick play. So this is really nice in those situations. And then 1 Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon, just another good option for you. 1 of the Indigo. This card really comes up when you're going second most of the time, so it's a 4,000 meter, so it helps you just kind of push for game in some senses. And then 2 Seals. When you're playing that grind game, Seal is really, really good for you. So that's it for the main deck and extra deck. I want to show you guys though what the 1-card combo is with this guy over here, because I think this is really important. So let's say you start with this guy, right? It doesn't matter what else is in your hand. You normal summon him, and then you can link him away because he's level 4 dragon into this guy. Okay. Now what's going to happen here is he's going to be able to send a card that mentions Blue Eyes to the graveyard, and this is going to be able to add Mausoleum. All right. So let's go chaining 1, chaining 2. Doesn't matter. You're going to add this to your hand. And then you're going to be able to send Maiden. Then what you're going to do is you're going to activate your Mausoleum, activate its effect, targeting your Spirit, and you're going to be able to send your Blue Eyes White Dragon. And then what you can do is you can use Spirit effect, tribute itself, special back your Blue Eyes, and then because Blue Eyes was special back, you can summon your Maiden. So then what you can do is actually you can go straight into Spirit here, or you can extend where you can use the Maiden effect because it's from hand or field to place the True Light. True Light can activate then to get a spell or trap card from your deck that mentions Blue Eyes. So the card you can get here is Your Wishes, okay? Now, of course, I'm just showing you guys a 1 card combo. Now, if you have the 1.5 card, because obviously you're going to start with 5 cards, so let's just say this is a 5th card, or whatever, you can then use wishes to discard your additional card, doesn't matter, and then you're going to add 2 cards from your deck to your hand, okay? So the one you're going to add is this guy for your spell, or you can add Majesty if you want. So it's really one of these two, depending on how much further you want to extend. You can add Majesty here, and then that's going to act as a form of disruption, or you can add this as an extender depending on what your hand looks like. But let's just say we add Majesty here. And then for the monster here, you can add the Sage, which is really nice. Now, Mausoleum is going to be able to give you an extra normal summon. So what we can do at this point is you can just straight up normal summon your Sage. And then when this card is normal summon, you can add a level 1 light tuner monster from your deck to your hand. So at this point, honestly, it's funny because you can add another Maiden, but you can also just add this if you wanted to. Like, you could literally end on Veiler, which is crazy with this combo. You can then go ahead and set your Majesty. So this is going to be set, but let's just put it face up for context here. Okay. You can synchro these two into your Spirit, or you can make Hieratic Seals, again, depending on kind of what line you go for. But you can go into Spirit here. And so now you're ending on, at a minimum, Spirit, which is going to shut off essentially your opponents from summoning 2 or more at a time. It also has a Graveyard Negation effect, which is good. You have Effect Veiler in your hand. You have this, which is going to pop cards on your opponent's side of the field. This can summon back Blue Eyes on your opponent's turn, even on the end phase if you want to summon back a Blue Eyes to continue your plays for later. And then you can also use Spirit effect to tag itself out on your opponent's turn to summon your big boy over here. So that's kind of like your 1 card combo with the Neo Kaiser. I think that's why it's really cool to be playing it in a $30 structure deck version. If you're playing it in a full version, you might not be playing it, but in a $30 structure deck, it makes a lot of sense to max out on your 1 card combos. Consistency is the most important thing, and because you have so much room for hand traps, having all these 1 card combos, like essentially opening 1 card combo plus like 2 to 3 hand traps, you're winning the game no matter what. So this structure deck is insane. The fact that it gets you to negates, gets you to pops, different layers of disruption, which is really good, and it gets you to follow up, which is really nice. But that is it for the deck profile. Thank you guys all for watching. That is it for the opening as well. This deck is going to be one of the most talked about decks in today's format. It's a very, very fun deck. Yes, I'm going to hear this in the comments. It loses to Bystials, or the Primite cards are really expensive. It's cool. Don't worry about it. Play the deck. It's really fun. It's really good. Especially, get it now, because I feel like this deck is going to be like sold out everywhere. And post ban list, depending on what happens on the ban list, this could be the best deck in today's format. So, not today's format, but the next format. So that could be really good as well. So with that being said, guys, big shout out to Cameraman for being the best cameraman on YouTube. And with that, Spanko, signing out. Peace.
Get up, we want you to get on your feet.